guys? How are you feeling?
It's good to see you too, man. We're doing good. Yeah, it's boiling in this room. We are dying today.
Where are you? Is your rehearsal? You at rehearsal or something?
Yes, we're in our lockup at the moment. So when these two stop gossiping over it,
our bare skin keep touching, and it's making me uncomfortable. It's too hot.
But now we're in our lockup, dude. So after this, we're gonna run a rehearsal, a very sweaty rehearsal, but should just get through it.
No, I hear you, man. It is baking. Whereabouts are you guys? Actually, I should say.
Hell.
Where?
Hell. Birmingham, to be exact.
I'm in London and it's hot here. It's hot as balls here as well. So we'll try and get through this. Not take too long so you can get out and do rehearsals. Of course, it's a really important period of time where these rehearsals are pretty, no doubt, focused on one specific thing. But before we get into that, straight for the sun, welcome to the do's and don'ts of a festival. A new type of video that puts some focus on festivals, but only because you're going to be playing a pretty significant one next month. So thank you for taking part. We start off really simply. Where's the mindset right now? We're a few weeks out from Bloodstock. Where's the mind?
It's a bit crazy right now. So we're just pretty locked on to, rehearsing and getting a set locked down and, what we're going to do, stuff like that. But it's been pretty crazy. It's such a great opportunity for us that I think it's still sinking in for us ourselves.
Yeah.
And it probably won't click until the weekend of, and we're like, oh, we're going to play Bloodstock this weekend. But it's pretty cool. It's really cool. It's an exciting feeling.
I reckon it won't sink in until you're actually off stage and you've done, and now you can sit back and enjoy a beer and reflect on the experience. I often find that is the case with a lot of the bands. It goes so fast.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Giving us something to focus on as well, to be fair.
Definitely, locks us in, man.
Yeah, but happily, if you pay attention to your social medias, it's not the only thing going on with you right now, which is great to see. Hopefully, I was just saying, guys, happily, it's not the only thing that you're focusing on right now. Bloodstock is very, very important, but ultimately, it's all about the momentum you take into it and the momentum that comes out of it too. Tell me a little bit about what went up today. Time of recording, new single, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So up today, we've got the single announced to release on August 1st. We announced that today. It's something we've been holding back for quite a while. So again, for us today, that was another big thing to be like, yo, thank God we can finally let people know, finally get people to pre-save it. We'll start teasing it over the next 2 weeks and then to drop that. And then obviously we're going to be dropping that August 1st, leading up to Bloodstock. And then I'll let someone else say about after.
Then we may be announcing some more shows this year that might be grouped together. Some may call it a tour. I guess we'll have to find out.
It has been known to be.
It has been known to be a tour. It could be just a grouping. It could just be, some quirky guys who's having a bit of fun. You never know. We'll find out. Let's start. The heat melts in my brain right now, brother. But
you're wording
some music coming too as well. Some more music coming, which is gonna be awesome.
It's great to hear. It's great to hear that you are doing things around it, because ultimately the last thing we want to see is that you get to Bloodstock, and it's a great goal and it's a great achievement and something you should be very proud of. And that's the ceiling. We've seen it happen to far too many bands. So it's great to hear that you've got so many plans already in place, even if you can't go to too much depth. You know what you need to do though? If it is the grouping, as you call it, do the thing where it call it the UK grouping, but it's just 3 cities. And just,
there we go.
That way.
Hey, it's still a tour.
Yeah, if you go top the bottom, absolutely. So the format for this type of interview, I had asked you to come up beforehand with 3 do's and 3 don'ts that you either subscribe to or think others should subscribe to at a festival. Take it from any angle you want, as a band playing, as an attendee yourself over the years. Be super serious or be as silly as you want. I don't really care. And to be honest, there's 4 of you, so 3 ain't going to work either. So just go wild. Free and easy, guys. Because ultimately the goal is still about you. This goal is to talk about you and Bloodstock and what you're going to be doing there. But we'll start off with one do and one don't. And anyone want to throw any out, feel free to.
Go on, anyone, go on.
Paulie always brings an acoustic guitar to festivals.
I've never. For the
All right.
record, this is a lie. That's lying. This is fake news.
You know, like one guy in the campsite when you just want your like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, Paulie's keeping you up, man.
Callum does warm-ups when he's not even playing.
Yo, I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't even lie.
Yeah.
You can't even like. I'll be in my tent like.
So
Yeah, so I do admit that one. I'm the bad guy for that.
acoustic guitar players at festivals is definitely a don't.
You know what? On a campsite, it's even
On a
worse.
campsite,
Yeah, it's
it's
even
not
worse.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was wondering where you were going to lean here, but I'm glad it ended in a don't. I don't care how talented you are and how great you are. Please no. God, no, absolutely not. What about a do then? Give me a do.
I do. This is one for me, and I find it very important. First night, check when the toilets are cleaned, if they are cleaned overnight.
Yeah.
And schedule your
Great
toilet
idea.
time accordingly, right? 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 p.m., whenever it is, you schedule your toilet time as soon as they clean it. That is
Also,
my
bring
top tip.
toilet paper
and
with you.
toilet paper. Yeah,
That's an essential.
Yeah.
It's essential.
Don't
It is
look into the
essential.
piss trough.
Don't look
Don't
at
look
it.
to the-
Don't look down.
at it.
Don't look down.
Yeah, but
Too
even
bad.
still,
That's a do.
today,
Don't look down.
yeah, but today I swear, like the quality of the. I mean, I don't of all of you, what's the earliest festival you went to? How far back do we go here?
God, I think my first one was Download 2014. Was my first ever festival.
Yeah,
mine was 2010. I think mine 2010 download. Yeah.
Oh, so then you know that even things like toilets and they say what goes on in there has the quality has improved over the years. You know, I'm going back to like 2006, and yeah, things were a lot worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen things, man.
Yeah.
You're a veteran of this stuff. Like.
But Bloodstock 2024, it's a big bloody deal. It's a big deal that you're going to be playing now. So give me a little bit of insight into your journey to being booked. How has this come about?
So basically, Simon Hall, he put up a post on some social media saying he was looking for some bands for the new Blood stage. Our management, Dan, managed to get us in with him, and lo and behold, we're playing. So it's all down to Dan at DC Sound Attacks.
It's
Quite
quite a late thing this year as well. We weren't expecting it
Yeah.
at all, really.
I just got woken up to an email at 7 a.m. I was like,
Yeah. Bro, we were.
It has shifted our plans a lot.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's really funny because we were writing anyway, and we knew we wanted to release, especially the first single, summertime generally anyway. But I remember it coming through at literally like 7 a.m. it came through, and we were like, we're gonna release now.
everything, like I said, everything has been building up to this. So everything has shifted, changed, rushed, late nights, overnights.
We're working like hell, man.
But the song got its name like a week before it was sent off for mixing.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
we've only had the song for about a month now, and like we got the video done like in this crazy time frame because our video was with Loki, who does all the sleep tokens and sort of avails videos. So he's an absolute G, absolute amazing videographer, and we managed to get him.
Sorry, Loki Films as an Adam Leader, yeah.
As in who? Sorry.
Adam Leader.
So it's Loki Films. It's Sean Hodgson.
Oh,
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Right, I've heard of Loki Films. Yeah, I was getting confused about who was it.
Yeah. That's
sorry,
right.
yeah,
But genuinely, the whole team that's helped us with this track and will be, whatever comes next as well.
Yeah.
has been amazing so far. From who we've recorded with to who's mixed it, mastered it. And obviously it'll come out on our socials and over the next few days, over the next couple of weeks with all the credits and stuff. But my God, the team, I don't think we've worked with a stronger team. Like it's been an absolutely amazing experience.
We're sort of our own worst enemies when it comes to writing and making music, like as reflected in the song.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be. It's gonna be huge when we actually get to play it for the first time. I think we're gonna be playing. It's gonna be Bloodstock.
Did you have at any point, considering how much of your plans had to shift to basically accommodate a booking at Bloodstock, did you have any conversations or doubts about playing it? And like you are, or was it 100% we're doing this? We will make it work.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it was 100%. The moment it came through, the moment the chance was even slightly there, I think for all of us, it's something we've always wanted to do as a band, and we kind of collectively knew we always wanted to do it. So the moment the opportunity was there, I don't think there was any hesitation. It was just that we do it, and however we make this work, we do.
I told management yes before these guys did that. They were playing it before they knew.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we see it as a
but
big
you-
opportunity as well. Like we want to make the most of it as well. Like the fact that we're playing to this is definitely the biggest festival we've ever done.
Without a doubt.
We didn't want to just kind of play it and then move on. We wanted to make the most of this huge opportunity we've got.
Well, on that, overall, how familiar are you with Bloodstock and the New Blood stage and the setup over there?
So I think I'm the only one who's been there before. I went in 2013.
Wow, it's been a while then.
It's been a while, and it was sick then. To be fair, it reminded me. I think the closest thing I've been to since then that had a similar vibe was the Download Pilot.
Oh, right, yeah,
And
okay.
that's hands down probably one of my most favourite download experiences, festival experiences of all time. So like the character is me highly. I love the pilot. So good. And the experience I had at Bloodstock, I saw it was like Gojira and Lamb of God and Slayer. I think
It's not shabby.
it was really good. I remember there was this one band on the New Blood stage. I think they're called like Olaf or something, because there was a guy who came out dressed in tweed and then he turned around and he had a massive Slayer patch on his back. That's all I remember.
Right.
They were doing this like mathcore shit. I didn't know what was going on, but I was really
There was so many elements to that band there.
It was only a 2-piece as well, but it was sick, man. Yeah, no, it was like
This sounds like you're making it up. It's just a fever dream.
See, I thought that, but then the headliner was Tragedy, who's the metal
ABBA,
yeah, that's the Bee Gees.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, it's Bee Gees, yeah, ignore it.
So it's a bit.
Oh, I'm losing you.
It's like a fever dream, but in the best way.
Mm.
Like you can just it lets anyone who's got something to say play. Like in that sense, you know what I mean? And that's so fucking cool. There's such a heritage to it, and we're happy to be a part of that.
Well, I mean, it's obviously been a while, as you say, since one of you was there. But ultimately, the festival hasn't changed too much, but it is growing and growing and growing. And the experience, I'm 10 years. This is put this way. This is my 10th year in a row, so got a fair bit of familiarity with it. And of course, you get 30 minutes in the New Blood stage. Super tight, super quick. It'll fly by. Set list. Are we there yet? Have we sorted it? Do we know exactly what we're doing for those 30 minutes?
Oh,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
By a minute.
Yeah, we're just not going to stop.
It is literally from the first minute to the final minute, just 30 minutes of pure intensity, balls to the wall, salute, hit it as hard as we can.
A heart attack via amps. That's what it's going to be.
Well, you got to give yourself those moments though to at some point in that 30 minutes to stop and just have a moment to look out and drink in the moment.
No, when we're dead.
Not at all. That's not how we do things.
I think they'll probably give me a minute between songs for about 5 seconds, and then they'll straight back into it.
It's going to get that tick before you.
That's it. I get a 4-second beat, and that's it.
I got nothing left.
I can't wait. I love the sound of it. It's great fun. And the joy is, I say, it's 30 minutes. It'll fly by for you. It'll fly by for anyone watching. People poking their heads in, want to just get a quick taste of what you got going on, because that's one of the joys of the New Blood stage, is how accessible it is just to poke your head in. They'll get a blast for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and maybe they'll do the whole 30, or at least walk away going, well, I've just seen something. I don't know who they are, but I'll find out later. That is the fun of this festival and that stage. But before we continue on with this, we go back to the do's and don'ts. So I want another do and another don't, please.
Have you got a story about tent pegs to Soul Callum?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a couple of years ago now, I think. But yeah, remember tent pegs and spare ones in particular, because it was it the 2016 or 17? We did something like that. Basically, in short, my tent flew away halfway through the festival. We're not
away.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was download.
Was it download?
Yeah, and I was a bit late, so I think we were at the bottom of the hill that year, and
You don't want to be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's our don't be at the bottom of the
yeah,
hill.
don't
Don't
have
be
the
at
bottom
the
of the hill,
bottom.
but also bring a spare 10 pegs. So by the time I got back from, you know, being out in the village and then seeing all the bands that day and then having a drink again, I get back already drunk at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And it's like, where is my tent? It's actually swam off down in a river down there. It's floated away. Yeah, so bring spare 10 pegs and don't camp in a river.
I'm not
Don't
sure
camp in the
how.
river.
I'm not sure how 10 pegs could have helped you there. I mean, aside from keeping it in one place, yeah.
He's error at that point.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't think I put it in the best place or put it up the best, regardless.
Callum was the
Here we are.
problem the whole
Callum
way.
Yeah.
If I can blame something else, like the 10 pegs, feel great.
Anchors.
What about do then? Give me a do.
Do not, man.
Um,
Do you keep hydrated, man? Like,
Oh,
I see so
gosh,
many
yeah.
people just like absolutely like not ready to keep hydrated throughout the whole weekend and just like passing out and stuff like that. Like, everyone knows with these festivals in the UK, you're gonna get tornadoes, blizzards, you're gonna get scorching heat, and that's all in one day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you need to be prepared and like, yeah, just keep hydrated. If you're gonna go crazy and gonna go pitting, you don't want to be like missing so much of the rest of the day because you're sitting there all sad with your what's the name of that water in a can?
Liquid death.
Liquid death.
Yeah, you know, yeah, the series liquid death, all sad, missing your favourite band because you're dehydrated. It's so lame.
But it's
We
so
will
easy
be.
to do.
Yeah, we will
That's
be.
the thing. It's so easy to do. I mean, it's obvious. It's one thing that it's so obvious. Everybody tells you to do it, but it's so easy to forget when you're having fun and you're drinking beer and you're with friends. Just a glass of water. How boring and how lame. Drugs, sex, and rock and roll, man. But you're
Yeah.
right.
exactly, man. Exactly.
We need to. we throw ourselves. Like, honestly, just keep hydrated, kids.
Well, on that front, then, obviously you're playing the Sunday of the festival, the last day of the festival. Are you going to be around the days beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Gonna be
Okay, so that means you have to really make sure you're taking it easy and being smart and clever and staying hydrated because you've got obviously wait till Sunday to play.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
On that front, then another thing as well that I've been kind of keying up bands to understand merch. Are you bringing merch to sell at the festival? Because obviously you can do that on the day you play, but sometimes bands don't bring it. Sometimes it's not always the easiest to find. So I'm trying to get as much confirmation from bands that are playing, particularly on the New Blood stage, who are definitely going to have merch to sell. And I see you nodding your heads. So yes, you're going to have shit.
Yeah.
We'll have an array of merch for everyone to buy. Please buy. Please come, please
check
buy.
it out.
T-shirts, beanies, EPs, the lot.
Yeah, man. Keep your head warm.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Sunday's the focus, your mind's going to be there, but you can also get to enjoy some bands while you're at the festival. So who are you particularly looking forward to seeing over the weekend? But I'd like you also to look specifically at the New Blood and EMP stages and any bands playing those that you want to shout out or recommend that other people should go check out.
Oh, yeah. King Kraken, our boys.
King Kraken.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Death Collector as well.
Death Collector.
Death Collector would be really cool.
A Killer. Fellow Brummies. They're going to be playing.
Kensai.
yeah,
Kensai, yeah,
they're very, very cool stuff.
So those guys, they won the Birmingham Metal Festival.
Yeah.
So big shout to those guys. They smashed it this year. So,
Wow.
if we're talking bigger stages,
Yeah,
for me,
bucket list bands.
Yeah, 100%.
I think for all of us collectively, architects, we're all big fans of. So, really?
Nope, never seen them.
Opeth. I fucking love Opeth. I've been meaning to see those for years.
Yeah, for sure. One of my dad's favorite bands as well, so I got to check them out with that.
I think Clutch are playing as well, aren't they? I think.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Right, but yeah, that's pretty much who we're looking forward to wrapped up.
What kind of What kind of show do you think Architects are going to bring? Because obviously there's a bit of fuss about Architects being there, you know, from a certain type of festival goer, who you call it gatekeeper, whatever you want. But obviously Architects, it can be a bit of a varied bit of showcase, and I kind of presume it's going to be leaning towards the more heavier side of the band. What do you think? You think they're just going to be Architects and do what they always do?
So I have a theory about this, because they've obviously just come off tour with, again, a band that can be kind of linked to that crowd, which is Metallica. So, and I thought that was a weird support act for Metallica, but it seems like it's worked really well, and it seems like they have just been authentically them on that tour, and it seems like it's gone really well. So I can't see any reason why, because again, in themselves, authentically them, they are just such an incredible act and put on such an incredible show anyway, that I think anyone will still appreciate it, even the specific kind of like fans you're talking about.
They're going to do great. They're going to
Yeah.
They're, like when they played with, they were main support for Bring Me a Download as well.
Yeah.
And then Bring Me was seen as, oh, that's a bit of a nudge one, and then they absolutely killed it. You know what I mean? Even but this year with Fall Out Boy, like they had a great reaction at Download, and like a lot of Download Bloodstock have kind of like a bit of a merged fan base and that sort of stuff. I think people are kind of growing out to a certain degree. I think people are kind of growing out this need to have separation of all these different metal genres. I think people are like, you know, like what you like, you know what I mean? And with what kind of band we are, we hope you like a bit of everything.
Absolutely. Some of the best times at Bloodstock have been to bands that wouldn't necessarily fit what other people define as a Bloodstock band, whatever the hell that means. Hell, Parkway Drive headlined only a few years ago and absolutely smashed it out of the park. I find it nonsensical, and I'm intrigued to see what Architects do. So I'll see you there. Although who was saying Opeth? Were you all saying Opeth?
Yeah, well, me
Right, okay. Okay. I may not see you there because I find them incredibly dull for the most part. Put it this way, I'll tell you a secret. I've only ever fallen asleep at a gig once in my life, and that was Opeth. So I don't know what happened then.
Ow!
Yeah, hopefully it'll be great. Hopefully I'm wrong and it'll be great, because you know I'm going to see
this. That's really what we're all hoping for. Let's be
honest. So really, it's all, you know, Bloodstock's going to come. It's only a matter of weeks away. You're going to do your set, and then you're going to have to come out of it and basically build momentum from there. It can be one of the hardest things bands actually do. I feel like, particularly coming to conversation with anyone, that because this kind of came out of nowhere, so to speak, even though you did ask to play, the fact that you didn't necessarily expect to get chosen means that this is, while still a big deal, is not the be-all and end-all of Straight for the Sun. You give me some insight into what the rest of 2024 might look like. But as we go into 2025, so I want to really look ahead here. Not so much what you are going to do. Is there anything specific you would like to achieve over the next 12 months?
Oh, that's a really good one.
I think, to be fair, this is kind of like a new beginning for us, if I'm honest. It's been a long time since we've done any releases.
3 years.
And we are now got a backlog of sounds and songs ready, so that as much as Bloodstock kind of changed our direction, it just shifted everything up, if I'm honest. We're ready to go. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I think in 12 months though, we want to be
dropping something.
Yeah, so dropping something substantial that's, you know, not just a single. I think we've talked between us that wants to do a lot more festivals. Again, from the back end of this, it's kind of inspired, pushed us into this UK kind of metal festival scene, and we really want to push that next year, especially with the new material that we do.
On the flip, though, I think in 12 months we want to be going around Europe.
Yeah, I was going to lead on to that.
Yeah, we've done a few gigs outside of the UK, and they have gone so well.
Yeah. It's such a fun thing to do, and it's such an incredible experience that genuinely I want to everywhere around Europe if I could. Now I know that's crazy, but even just a couple of places more next year will be amazing for us.
And with 2024, we've got plans, and we've got stuff that we want to announce a little bit later on. At the moment, it's about this single and Bloodstock. These are the things, and also obviously Armored Saints.
Yeah, I was about to say one thing we haven't mentioned is 5 days after we play at Bloodstock, the following Friday we're at KK Steel Mill supporting Armored Saints,
which is really, really cool.
That is pretty damn cool. I mean, it's great to immediately have that of the Bloodstock as well. So it means you've not got much time to dwell on what the experience having passed, and you're immediately looking forward to something else. And as you say, it is all about Bloodstock, and of course, all about the upcoming single, August 1st. August 1st, Pulling Teeth, August 1st, yes?
Yeah, bang on, bang on.
There it is. There it is. All right, before we wrap this up and you guys go get your stuff together, rehearse for all the important stuff coming up, I need one final do, one final don't of the festival, please.
A final one.
I think be careful who you camp with.
It can make or break your festival.
It can really make.
If you have the right people around you, or you don't, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been to festivals where certain people are on a different vibe to maybe what you are, and if you're not matching up, it can be quite a miserable experience. If I'm honest.
Interesting.
You gotta make sure your unit's strong.
Yeah.
I would say so. Do that.
Yeah. But also do check out new bands. Don't be sheltered on the bands that you only listen to now. Go check out new ones. Go find something new, because I always find 3 or 4 new great bands at a festival. So just go see someone when you got some free time. Go do it.
And
Basically, come watch us.
yeah.
Definitely do that.
Don't be the person who goes to something like Bloodstock for Architects and that's it. Try to discover something new.
And don't break the seal too early.
Oh, yeah.
Forget everything you said that.
I think that's there's a big ask. I 100% agree with everything you're saying. At Bloodstock, there's very few festivals that encourage the ability to walk around and catch a band in very short amount of time. It's not the size of Download, it's not the size of Wacken, it's not the size of these. You've got plenty of room and plenty of variety to see. Of course, you are playing on the Sunday of the festival. That's August 11th on the New Blood stage. At this time, I can't tell anyone a time. You might know your time, but the rest of us don't know our time. We'll find that out later. But sum up in a few words. If I didn't know you and I'm wandering past the New Blood stage and I see you warming up, getting ready to go, what in a handful of words could you say to encourage me to walk in, to get into that tent?
Come down for an onslaught of energy and a metal party.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We always say balls to the wall. Like
you're gonna have a boogie, you're gonna have a party, and you can pick. What more do you want?
Yeah, we'll bring the wall to our ball.
Yeah.
I can't wait, guys. I love you guys. I love what you're doing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. I think you're going to be one of the highlights of the entire weekend. I don't want to put pressure on you, but you will be one of the highlights of the weekend. I've said it, so it must be true.
Yeah.
You heard
it here first.
Highlight.
There it is. There it is, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news, and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.